this thing on? Here we go. Is this thing on? Here we go. Is this thing on? All right. Hey everyone. Welcome to this week's real book lesson. Again, I'm going to be playing the Pbone this lesson. If you tuned in last week, you probably remember me playing this Pbone. But we're going to be working primarily out of that real book, the purple book. So if you haven't used the comments yet, go ahead and chime in. Let me know who's watching. Just your instrument. You don't have to say your name if you don't want to, but your instrument that you play, so that if I can pull the music up on the screen for you, I will do that. There's copies of the music also below in the description. Okay, this is new music from last week, and I'll also have the page numbers for you to use in your individual book. Great. So let's get started by doing the warm-up. We're going to try and do this every single time we play in the videos, but you should also be doing this every single time you play at home as well. Rocco with the Pbone. Hey, Rocco. So we're going to do this 6-note warm-up, which is each of the 6 notes in your purple real book, okay? I'll zoom in on, I think you can see everything, right? Let me double check. Cool. So now you can see Pbone Mini on the top, trumpet, clarinet, line 2, flute, line 3, and saxophone on line 4, if we have any of those players today. Otherwise, let's go ahead and play the 6-note warm-up, you guys. Ready? 2 beats on each note, and Pbones in particular, we're really trying to make those low notes come out nice and full, and then have control going up into the higher notes as well. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Excellent. Let's do that backwards now. We'll start with the 6th note and go all the way back to the 1st note. 1, 2, ready, and. And that's why we warm up. Cool. Does anyone know, I think we might have talked about this when we were still in school, but these 6 notes are part of a larger thing that we practice as young musicians. We practice these things. They're actually 8 notes long, with the first and the last note being the same. So there's actually really only one more note that we really need to learn. That would be the 7th note, and then the 8th note is the same. Does anyone know what that's called? Excuse me. It would be a scale, a major scale. So basically we play the low note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a 7th note and an 8th note all together, and we get a scale. So for Pbone Mini, excuse me, our 7th note is high E, and you guys probably remember this from class. High E, 2nd position. Okay, but kind of like low A, but we're buzzing a little bit higher. Trumpet, clarinet, we're going up to B natural. Okay, B natural, 2nd valve. You can either do clarinet's low B natural, C plus your 2nd finger, or if you know how to play over the break, if you've been taking the Green Book class that I do on Thursdays, then we've been working on over the break, and you could do upper B natural. Flute players, high A, okay, it's just 2 fingers and your thumb. And then saxophones, F sharp, so 2nd finger, so G in your left hand with the octave key plus 2nd finger in your left hand too. Okay, and then the last note is the same as the 1st note, but Pbones, we don't play F all the way out here. We play high F in 1st position. Excuse me. Let's play the entire scale, okay? It's not written here, so you have to add those 2 extra notes. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. New note, 7th note. And then the upper eighth note. Great. So you can add the full major scale to your practice routine. Try and get that full scale memorized because we're going to be seeing that, especially if you want to join us on the advanced videos. You can certainly do that. We're going to be playing these major scales, so it's a good idea to start practicing them now. Okay. All right, you guys, let's jump into some book material. I'm on page 66 in the real book, or it says page 32 up in the corner. So 66 for you Pbone players without the notes written in, okay? Everyone try and challenge yourself to read the notes without letters inside of the note names or the note heads, okay? That way you get familiar with reading them off of the musical staff. All right. So we're all pretty familiar with Ode to Joy. This one, as opposed to the blue book, we don't have the DC Alfine, the DS Alfine rather. We are just playing the whole thing written out, so 4 full lines. And the third line is the only one that's different. Okay, let's give this one a try. So only 5 notes in the song. We don't need our 6th note. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Good, I'll stop us right there. Line 3 is the section that's slightly different. So we have G, G, A, F, G, A, B flat, A, F. Okay, so we're going to move our slides pretty accurately. Or your fingers if you're playing a different instrument. Okay, third line, ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Good. How'd you do with Ode to Joy? Let me know. Use the chat feature if you want me to go back and play anything. But that one's pretty straightforward. Okay, just 5 notes, and we all know how this one goes. Okay, the next one here is O Susanna. This one uses all 6 notes in our scale. Okay, so we got to go all the way up Pbones from F to high D, or middle D rather. So same 6 notes as we did at the beginning of the lesson, but check this one out really closely because there's 2 notes that start off the music, kind of like "Oh When the Saints" or "Saints Go Marching In" rather. That one had a couple notes that started the song. This one has 2 eighth notes before the music really begins. We call that a pickup note, or the fancy musical term is anacrusis. So you can just call it a pickup note, which is actually 2 notes, 2 eighth notes making up 1 beat. So the music doesn't really start until the first full measure that has 4 beats in it, 4 full beats in it. Okay, so the way I'll count this one off is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Bum 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 bum. Okay. You may have read "O Susanna" in the blue book or a different book without these dotted quarter eighth note rhythms. And if you're used to that, that's okay. This is actually the true way to play it. So the rhythm here we have da dum bum 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 bum. So the third and fourth note The third note's a little bit longer, and the fourth note is that eighth note, quick, short note. You see that quite a bit throughout the song, so try that rhythm. Make sure that you're playing that rhythm correctly. Okay, can we play just the first full measure, Pbone players? That's the A, C, C, D, just that much. Okay, for flute, saxophone, clarinet, it's the measure that's immediately after those two eighth notes. Okay, just those four notes, one measure. One, two, ready, play. Okay, so that high D Pbones is much shorter than the other two notes. So short or long, 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 short, long, 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 short, long. Okay, that's basically the idea with this one. Let's give it a try for the whole thing. Why not? Only 6 notes, and you guys know how to play them. Ready? F, G, A. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, set, go. Each of those half notes also has a dot on it, you guys. So that dot means on a half note that we're playing it for 3 beats. On the quarter note, it means we're playing it a little bit longer than the normal length of a quarter note. 1.5 beats on a quarter note. So make sure when you play those dotted half notes, you count in your head 1, 2, 3. 3 beats all the way up to beat 4. Good. If nobody has questions on O Susanna, let's play the whole thing again. This song is supposed to be fast, so we're going to try and do it a little bit faster, close to a performance tempo. Kind of goes like this. Da-da-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. So it's going to be quite fast. Pbones, make sure you are moving your slides pretty quickly. Everybody else, your fingers coordinated pretty fast as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2. Ready, set, go. Good. And if you know this song really well, you know it's not completely over. There's another section. Oh, Susanna, won't you come for me? And there's the intro section again. If you can figure that one out, I would love to hear your interpretation of the rest of O Susanna. You can email it to us at homework@theorchestraplays.com. There are a couple songs like that in this book that it's not complete, so they expect you to be able to figure out the rest of the song. This is one of those. Another one is Lightly Row, back on early pages of the book. That one is missing a section as well, and you could probably figure that one out pretty easily too. Okay, moving on, I'm actually working backwards through the pages here, so go backwards to page 64, Happy Little Donkey and Alouette. Both of these songs we see the dotted quarter note, eighth note rhythm, but you may not be familiar with these songs, which is okay. I just wanted to make sure that you could play the dotted quarter note, eighth note rhythm, just like this right here in this measure. I highlighted them in yellow. Let's go ahead in this measure. Let's play that. Let's play that whole measure. Pbones were playing F, A, F, A, F. Okay, over and over again. Everybody else should be playing. Flutes are playing B flat, D, B flat. Trumpets and clarinets are playing C, E, C. And saxophones G, B, D, or sorry, G, B, G. Okay, let's just do that measure over and over and over again on repeat. So you're going to go long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and go. Good. That's a really good way to get yourself ready to play those dotted quarter note, eighth note rhythms. You're gonna see them in a different place in Happy Little Donkey and on different notes in Alouetta. So make sure you can play those pretty well. Okay, let's give Happy Little Donkey a try. This one only goes up to our fifth note. Okay, so we're not going to play that sixth note in this scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? 1, 2, beginning. Ready? Go. Okay, cool. Maybe you guys noticed I actually told you the wrong notes. Sorry about that. Line 3, we're actually playing F, C, F, C, F, F, C, C, F, P-bones. Double check your notes. Flutes, you're playing B flat, F, B flat. Okay, and then, is that true? Yeah, B flat, F, B flat, and then clarinets, trumpets, C, G, C, okay, and saxophones, G, D, G. So I think I had the saxophone right before. These Pbone transpositions mess with your brain a little bit because it's a weird key, but it's okay. I figured it out. Let's play. Everybody play the last line of Happy Little Donkey. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and ready, go. All right, I think we got it. Alouette. This is a song you could be familiar with. A lot of people know the words to the song, and you hear it a lot. Dun 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 dun. Okay, it's pretty popular. So this is a good one to practice your dotted quarter note, eighth note rhythms again. This time it starts on the fourth note and we go up to the sixth note. So we're going to use almost all the notes in this scale. Okay? Starting on B flat for trombones, F for trumpets, E flat for flutes, F for clarinets, C for saxophones. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Play. Good. Why don't we do that one more time? Make sure you're moving your slide P-bones because this one is a little tricky between the C and the B flat. It's it happens quite a bit in this song. So be careful switching from sixth position to first position. Quite a long way to go. Here we go. Alouette again. 2, ready, play. Nice. All right. Nobody has any questions for me? Let me know in the comments if there's anything you want to ask me about your instrument or the music we're working on. I have one more song for you that's on page 60. Okay, this is the longest song in the real book. It's an entire page long, and it's the spring theme from the Four Seasons, written by Antonio Vivaldi. Long time ago, but it's pretty recognizable today. Everybody knows it. It's used a lot in movies, TV shows. It's a really popular song. Okay, this one has quite a bit of notes, but I expect you to know the music. I'm assuming you've heard it before. Just rely on your ear. and you'll know if you're playing it right, okay? I'll also link to a video in the description to a string quartet that plays this as well. All right? So this one starts with another pickup note. We have the fourth beat of the measure starting us off. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Dotted half note. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, pay attention to those dotted half notes, you guys, because if you don't hold them long enough, it's going to mess with the timing of the whole song. So be careful, count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 every time. Okay, let's give this one a try. I may have to stop us well, let me see if I can fit it on the screen. That would be better, huh? Okay, here's the whole thing. Spring from the Four Seasons, page 60 in your real book. Ready? Do your best. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, set, play. Good. All right, you guys, we're out of time. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, the regular comments on the video, or quickly type them in now so I can answer them. But if not, I'll see you guys later on a future video. Starting in about 7 minutes, we're going to be doing a Disney video. So tune in for that. Everyone's invited. I have music for everybody. So I'll see you guys shortly.